Paris Hilton sex tape has better production than this trailer. The Munsters, Rob Zombie's scariest movie yet. Is the king of redneck horror making an attempt at being artsy? What is going on with this? What the hell's going on with the Munsters thing? It looks like a 90s student film. Like, I told y'all in the group, we have a group text that we go back. I'm like, dude, this makes like Mallrats and Clerks look like Endgame. I was like, the Paris Hilton sex tape has better production than this trailer. It's like, and I'm like, is this like a stylized choice? Is this even real? Or are they like, is this like I think John Campia tweeted, "Are they trolling us right now?" But I'm like, he's not wrong, because there's something weird about this, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like, is this some weird joke to try and get a buzz, like he's playing a prank, or is he being artistic? Like, did he decide he's going to do, well, for one, 90s like nostalgia and 80s nostalgia, but now, like, you know, if you're an old guy like me, you're seeing flannels, and you've been seeing flannels and Doc Martens for forever and Nirvana t-shirts forever. It's like there's always a nostalgia thing happening. We're having it with Stranger Things in the 80s, and we've been having that for years, and it's definitely with the 90s. When I watched that, it felt like a lot of crappy indie movies that I watched in the 90s, and I'm like, is he like, hey, man, I'm from that era. I'm just going to make something that's nostalgic. All these kids are wearing Doc Martens. I'm from that era. I'm going to do that. Is that what's going on? Or is this supposed to be some weird, like, found footage movie of the Munsters? Like, I'm like getting a nosebleed just thinking about it. What do you guys think? Curtis, you're laughing. What do you think about it?
Well, I'll tell you that the best thing about that clip that you sent me, so I'm not a Rob Zombie fan, except for maybe a couple films. The best thing about that clip that you sent me, honestly, is the comments. So let's I'm going to use some other people's words here.
Oh, okay. I wish I'd have looked at that. That's great.
Woody Invincible says, fun fact, this movie's entire budget was made up of Spirit Halloween gift certificates that Rob Zombie found in a box at a convention once. How did he make it look cheaper than the original? I was expecting something better than a bad green skinned and not fun rear projecting homage kind of way. Fan film made on the weekend. What the hell happened to this thing? That was from Far Dog.
I put us back on 4 screens because I liked Cameron's reaction. He was looking at the heavens and laughing, and I was like, I think we need our reactions laughing while you read these.
Planet 60 Film says, it's not often that a musician of 30 years can't pick out uneven audio levels for the trailer of a $40 million franchise. $40 million budget, and this is what he comes up with. The Munsters are rolling over in their grave. Yeah, it's there's plenty of them in there. That's kind of how I feel, but I didn't have high hopes for it to begin with. I don't think he's a good filmmaker. I think it has to be stylistic. Otherwise, the production studio would be like, what is going on here? Even then, it doesn't look good. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's a hidden genius, but I don't know.
Somebody's got to be his quarterback where they're like, no, he chose this. This is kids are going to love it.
I'll tell you one thing. It does look good for me to poop on.
Little Triumph callback. What about you, Derek? What do you think?
I don't know, man. Maybe Rob. I think Zombie's just. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just messing with everybody.
Dude, it's hard to explain if you haven't seen this. It's like you can go on some questionable websites and find better production than what's on in this trailer, which is hilarious to me. What do you think, Cameron?
I think I've been judging films for a festival all week, and all of those films, and they've all been 5 out of the 6 I've watched so far have been terrible, and they still had better audio equalization than that trailer. And that's my biggest pet peeve. And it feels like Rob Zombie's just going to do what Sam Raimi did to Doctor Strange and just use like his very specific style that he's done a million times and just come fuck our shit up. I think that's what he's doing with the Munsters. I saw the teaser and I was like, oh, this could be okay. And then I saw the actual trailer and I lost all faith. I mean, it seems like It's like a Wish version of What We Do in the Shadows, the way they're trying to shoot it, you know? It's terrible. It's terrible.
That's exactly. It's like he bought the Munsters on Wish, and that's what came in the mail. That's great. I hadn't even thought about What They Do in the Shadows. How crazy would it be if he would, like, even if it wasn't on purpose, if it was subconsciously, like, had seen What They Do in the Shadows, and he was like, I want to make it this fun, like, realistic documentary sort of vibe of the Munsters.
And subconscious. All he does is rip other people off. That's all he does. Like, so it wasn't subconscious at all.
It could also have been some kind of exec that was like, hey, we want to do... What They Do in the Shadows just got picked up for another season. I think for 2. I think they signed him on for 2 more seasons. So it's like anybody kicking that much ass, somebody's going to copy him. And I'm not saying that's what's going on here, but there's something strange is afoot. And I can tell you one thing: I'm going to watch it. The first episode, I will definitely watch it. And maybe I'll eat my words. But I'm like, holy cow! What is? If you haven't seen the Munsters trailer.
Isn't it a movie? Did you say is it a series?
No,
or a movie?
no. It's a movie, but it's gonna be.
Okay.
It's coming out on I think it's coming out on Hulu or Peacock, one of those two. So it's not going to theaters. So is this thing real? That's the craziest thing. So if you haven't gotten a chance at home, guys, to see the Munsters trailer, go check it out. This is definitely a head scratcher. Curtis, you had something to chime in?
Yeah, real quick. I lost it earlier. But I did find my favorite from Dr. Spaceman. Oof. This looks and feels cheap, and not at all in a good way. What a terrible day to have eyes.
That is the
Dr.
champion.
Spaceman, ladies and gentlemen.
Dr. Spaceman, way to go, pal. Air horn for you, kind sir. Holy crap. Munsters. Is this real? Guys, if you enjoyed this video, tune in every Friday. We do everything entertainment news and versus a movie battle show every week. So just hit that subscribe button and we'll see you soon.